You might be surprised to hear this, but according to the Health and Safety Executive, bin men have one of the most dangerous jobs in Britain. But why? I joined a collection team in the Forest of Dean to find out. Most of us are guilty of taking our bin men for granted. Yes, it's annoying being stuck behind one of these, but maybe we should think more about the people who do the job and the hazards they come up against. And it's not just the machinery that they work with that makes this job hazardous. It's also the careless behaviour of other road users. Last year, the waste management firm Biffa launched their Drops campaign.
It's shocked every time. Some of them are getting really, really bad. When we actually saw this on cameras for the first time, we approached the guys and they said, yeah, it's happened all the time. But they were so used to it, they thought it was part of their job.
Gentlemen couldn't wait, physically mounted the pavement with all four wheels and drove up the grass verge and the pavement together. And as one of the loaders turned round to put the bins back, he came face to face with an oncoming car.
Biffa operates in two areas in the west, North Somerset and here in the Forest of Dean. So just how serious is the problem? Well, the best way to find out is to actually go on a round myself. Let's go. I'm out today with driver Colin and his loader Dean, who's been in the job for about a year. Across the UK, Biffa crews are reporting a staggering 3,000 dangerous driving incidents every month. And that's not the only thing that's hard to swallow. Whoa, I think I hit some of that in the face. Brilliant.
Do you have a splash?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Happy days. We got cleaner in the truck if you want to.
Oh, it's fine, I think.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Happy days.
Needed a bit of food.
So maybe I'd put that in there.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. The majority of the time, people are good. They'll wait, be polite, will say thank you, they'll wave back, you know. But you do get the fair odd few people who are not happy. They don't like to be ordered up, they're in a rush. It might be because they got jobs to go to or they've like school run or whatnot, but they can be quite impatient sometimes. And it can affect us.
We had an incident with one of the loaders in the local area that actually got jumped on by a gentleman and physically beat. And it was only because the other crew jumped in and separated the two until he calmed down.
What happened?
It was just the fact that they was in the way. And the bloke was in that much of a hurry. That is the general norm before the cameras come in. And now the cameras are here.
Yeah.
It's a complete turnaround.
These trucks have 360-degree video coverage. There's one camera at the front, there's two on either side on the wing mirrors, and there's one right here at the back. The cameras themselves don't protect the drivers and loaders from the actions of irritated members of the public, but the hope is that as a deterrent, they'll begin to influence their behaviour. It's about increasing awareness, isn't it?
Yeah, and making the public aware of the dangers. They're not just putting our crews in, but members of the public. You know, if they realise the vehicles have got cameras on, it might just make them think when they see a vehicle like with a Biffa on it, with a camera on it, they'll stop.
In the period that the cameras have been on, have you seen a difference?
We actually seen a reduction by half. We were getting 12 incidents a day and we've gone down to 5 or 6 now. And that's just by letting the public be aware of what's happening. It's just, they're starting to become a bit more patient and wait for us to go past.
I've come to see Sergeant Mark Burns, who's been working with Biffa in the Forest of Dean to address the problem of dangerous driving.
Down here, I mean, it's a brand new initiative for us. I know Biffa have been doing it up and down the country, but we haven't been running it down here. So we're literally just starting off as a trial in the forest, and then we'll be rolling it out force-wide. As they say, I mean, a picture paints 1,000 words, doesn't it? And CCTV evidence can be crucial when it comes to us investigating anything. the evidence they've got on their cameras is excellent. I've seen some of the footage. It's really going to be very helpful.
I guess the point isn't to prosecute people, but to actually educate them.
Absolutely, yeah. Biffa will be dealing with the majority of them, so they'll either be writing letters to the companies or to the drivers themselves. The more serious breaches, it will be sent through to us. We can then consider either a prosecution or predominantly it will be driver education classes.
Can you understand why people get irate waiting behind a bin lorry?
Yeah, of course I can understand why they're getting irate. But what the public don't know about the roads are we have to avoid schools at busy periods. We try and avoid the busiest roads. So it forces us into the side roads, which parking can be a bit double-sided, so we do block the road.
And it doesn't take long for us to come across one driver keen to get on her way. Is it a bit annoying? Is it?
Yeah, when I got the baby crying as well. He likes to be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just have to wait patiently. Some people, it must make you a little bit cross, mustn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm polite, so.
More polite than some people, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you a bit better?
He likes different things.
Oh,
he
okay.
likes like ambulances and stuff like that.
Not a bin van?
Yeah, he likes bin man.
Yeah?
Told me he wanted to be one the other day.
Okay.
So.
Even in the last couple of hours that I've been out with Colin and Dean, it's particularly striking the way that road users drive around our recycling truck. This is a quiet housing estate, but it's even worse on busy roads when I've seen drivers go around the truck at fairly high speeds. These guys are doing an important public service, a fact that's often overlooked. You think there'd be a bit more respect, wouldn't you?
Yeah. If it was a fire engine or an ambulance, it would be a different story, but with us, they don't think of it like that.
We're not an emergency service, but we are a big vehicle. We're wearing yellow for a reason, to make you aware that we're in the road.
What's your ideal scenario here?
I don't think we're ever going to stop it totally, but if we can just see a reduction, and I'll be honest, the honest big scenario is just to see our crews as human beings, because they're quite often dehumanised and seen as wearing yellow, they're emptying bins and rubbish, and people fail to see them as human beings.
We've got families, we do want to go back home to them. So yeah, just keep it safe and allow us to do our job in peace.
Having been out with these guys this morning, I've got a lot of respect for what they do. This is really hard work. You need strong arms, strong legs, and most of all, a strong stomach for this job.